Hey, what's up, everyone?
What's up, yo?
Happy
What's up,
Seller Hour.
Mamoon? Online arbitrage. I haven't seen that you on the streams in a bit. What's up?
Yeah, good to see you,
The
bro.
guy with the
Yeah, good.
username literally just online arbitrage. OJO, what's up? What's up, Jason? What's up, Nina? Good to see you guys. Q4 starts tomorrow. I hope you guys are getting as excited as we are. If you guys are watching the replay, you've also got a free class going down tomorrow night too. So if you don't have a solid game plan for sourcing, knowing what to sell, how to find it, all that kind of stuff, make sure you guys are on the free class tomorrow night. It's always a good time, and you'll kind of leave with a solid game plan for knowing how to spend a bunch of money on profitable inventory. So see you guys there, and let us know what questions you have for now as well. Let us know if you want us to review an ASIN you've been looking at. We like screen sharing, looking at that kind of thing, or just any general questions you're running into. But yeah, good to see you guys.
Yeah, and the biggest thing, we were talking about this a little bit on stream yesterday, guys, but the biggest thing is making sure that you don't like completely pivot and switch your focus and say like, hey, I just want to sell Q4 stuff, or I just want to sell source for Q4, just focus on Halloween and toys and Christmas stuff. Honestly, the best advice we can give you is just buy what you're already finding profitably. Right.
There's about a 90% chance that what you're already good at is a good Q4 item anyway. So,
yeah, and you already have so much more, like just a lot more practical to keep going with your main brands, storefront stock your main competitors. A really good thing too that makes a lot of sense is searching the keywords of items you're already selling successfully on Amazon and looking at what so searching the keywords of items you're already selling successfully and seeing if there's similar listings or multiple listings for that product or multiple bundle sizes, and everything like that. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, Joseph, good to see you. Esteban, good to see you, family. Esteban's a bucket getter. Yes, see, LOL's pro in the cup. Yeah, so let us know what we can help with, guys. Any questions you guys got here with Q4 getting rolled tomorrow? And you can pop up any examples you guys want to see too, as well. We would love to help here, y'all. Okay, here we go. So Joseph Harmon says, how do you guys feel about the beauty category right now? Is it safe? Will I run into account eth issues? I've heard bad things about it. So that's the thing, man. It categorically, it doesn't really matter because like the traits of bad products are the same regardless of category, right? So you want to avoid listings where there's just Amazon on it, just Amazon getting buy box, or just the brand getting buy box, right? Or listings where there's an IP complaint. So where the competition is cooking along, and then randomly drops down to zero, right? As well too, and everything. And then, slow selling listings, obviously, as well too. No, that actually was not, no. You guys will know when that, I assume so, but no, that was not it. We were both at different weddings. But equally,
I had like probably 40 people say congrats. Like neither of them were wearing white. Like
also that I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, Robert says I haven't yet got my first product. What category is the easiest to start in? So I mean, categorically, if you want an answer to that, I'd probably say shoes and clothing. But at the end of the day, the product doesn't really matter. It's all about the data, right? So if you get good at reading Keep It charts and storefront stock and everything, like you're gonna have an easy time with this stuff. Yeah, what's up, Joseph?
Let's see. How do you get around shadow bans from retailers? I mean, a lot of retailers, if they're canceling your orders, they think you're like running away with like a stolen credit card or that kind of thing. It's very rarely like banning your account. You can usually reach out to them and let them know what you're doing. A lot of them will be chill with that. Otherwise, you can like use gift cards, PayPal, that kind of thing. And at the end of the day, if a website like is just canceling all your orders, just go somewhere else that does want your money. It sounds like we're hiding something when we say that, but genuinely, like if you get a bunch of cancels over and over again, there's plenty of websites that'll let you spend a bunch of money.
Yeah, there's not a lot of longevity in like switching up, your info here and there and everything. Like there's good money in that, but there's not a ton of like longevity in it. And you can't, it's really tough to delegate that too when you eventually start to really, scale up your business and everything. Let's see. You recommend with LOL's Pro, man. Yeah. I know you took like a week off or so right here. Maybe it was I took a week off, but we got to get back to that average of good questions versus you recommend toys and pets as a beginner. Totally, yeah. So those categories are both going to be gated. It's not a reason to automatically avoid them though, right? And yeah, that'll be a good thing for you. Yeah, so it's honestly like whatever you guys are finding profitable, like that's the answer right there. It's whatever you guys are finding profitably right there.
Yep. And yeah, and as you're sourcing right now, you're gonna see a lot of stuff where if you look at the Keepa, like last holiday season, that kind of thing, the sales rank dipped way down. Those are also what if you start tracking those right now, you'll be very solid on that kind of stuff, rather than just like focusing on specific niches, specific categories, that kind of thing. If you want to look at specifically like Q4 items, don't worry about like specific niches, but you can focus on, all right, this looks like an item that people give as a gift. And last holiday season, the sales rank went way down. Let me track the price and see if it becomes profitable, that kind of thing, rather than like focusing on one specific niche right now. Do you have a step-by-step on how to do a shipping template? Yeah, both of us do, Miriam. Just look up FBM guide on YouTube and it'll be Miles Rise videos that pops up.
Merchant fulfilled.
See, when you start out, is anything ungated? Everything seems to be gated. Yeah, I think 32 degrees needs an invoice now, but like, let's say if you see a profitable item, you just get like 10 units of it and submit that, right? Anything that is gated, don't even see it as a roadblock, just buy it and then submit that invoice. That's how smart sellers treat it. And then auto ungate still exists for sure as well. You just like go to an Athletic Works or really like any listing of a retail store brand and see what those people are selling. Because those are like new sellers, so the brands they carry are going to be relatively beginner friendly. Yeah,
Athletic Works, you can look up like the brand Blackstone. And the key is when I just dropped a link in the chat to our big list of auto ungate products too. But if you just go ahead and take a look at like a Blackstone listing, Athletic Works, like Warner was talking about, Cuddle Duds, any of those products, you just go to a populated listing of those sellers, storefront stock, you'll be able to find some other stuff from there too, for sure.
Yep. What's up? Said, what's your advice on ungating a brand that doesn't have cheaper items to buy to ungate? Just buy something that's profitable.
Yeah, that's
same thing. Yeah. You're never and ever do you need to buy an item to ungate. You buy an item that's profitable and you use that to ungate.
Yeah, like back in the day before back when sourcing was harder, but also before we had kind of like realized that like ungating wasn't a big deal, people would buy from certain sites just to ungate a brand. But the brands that people do arbitrage on these days, being completely honest, most brands only come from one supplier, which is really good because one, it means you use that supplier to ungate, for a fact that it works. And it means you can pop a bunch of brands from the same place too,
For sure. What's up, Joseph? He said, anyone needs motivation as a beginner? You started 2 months ago, made $0 first month. Month 2, you sold 2K around 50% ROI. Yeah, that's what's up, Joseph. Yeah, it's about baby steps for sure. I mean, no one's going to get rich in month 1 or, week 2, that kind of thing. Even just making the first sale take like a week or 2. I like it. Let's see. T said, are you still eligible to sell if it says no, uneligible? I assume you're talking like on SellerAmp. That would just mean that you're not currently ungated, but it doesn't mean you can't get ungated. So if you just go to go into Seller Central, like add product, and try to list it. If it requests an invoice, you can sell it. If it says that they're not accepting applications, then you can't.
Yep. Yeah. So if it's saying submit docs gated, but don't be afraid of that, right? And if it's asking for quantity, price, etc., then you're auto ungated, and let's get rich. Oh yeah.
Yep. If it's just a small margin, just do it. But plus there's no reason to buy anything in general if you're not going to make money on it. So don't just buy even if it's small margin. Make sure it meets all your criteria. Yeah. If it doesn't, then you don't want to sell that brand yet anyway. You don't have a lead for it. That's worthwhile.
Yep. And basic proc research criteria, right? It's like under 200K rank, $3 plus profit per unit, 30% plus ROI, competition stable or going down, price stable or going up, and life's beautiful.
Yep. Let's see. How do you check how many units to buy or start with 10 units? It'll tell you, but I always just do 10 units, T.
Yeah. And in general, if you're ever afraid of that, just stick to auto ungates and 10 unit requirement products to get going here. Baruch says, I bought my first product a month ago. The price was relatively steady. I listed the product, but the price went down a couple months. Should I match buy box trying to get my first sale? Yeah, but the big thing with that is sometimes that's going to happen. Over time, you deal with less and less price tanking, right? Because, over time, you're finding leads that are more and more protected, right? So what does that look like? So the easier a lead is to find, the more competition there's going to be. The harder a lead is to find, the less competition there's going to be, right? So stuff that's one W from Dennis right here. Yes, sir.
Let's
right.
go.
But if a lead is just good at the advertised price you see it on a website at, then it's probably not going to be profitable for that long, especially if there's any history of price tanking. But if a lead is, nice and profitable if the lead is not profitable at the advertised price and only becomes good once you use like tax exempt and discounted gift card, right? That's the name of the game in terms of verifying profitability right there too. Yeah. So,
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and
good. You make them good.
Yeah, like when you buy something, the price goes down right after. See if it ever happened in the past too, because a lot of times, let's say that same item goes on sale twice a year, and the price might go down for 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Everyone who panic bought sells out, and you'll see like a consistent pattern of price dropping a little bit right after a sale, and then it goes back up. Or you might see over and over again a sale runs and it stays low for a long time. That's just kind of an immediate red flag before you buy that item. So I would check on that too. You can probably just wait it out, especially with Q4. Pretty much here, the decisions on like when you should sell out versus wait are kind of start to change, especially like a month from now. 2 to 4 weeks from now, I don't really plan on lowering the price on anything until after Q4, just because there's so many of your products are going to spike up in price. Testing out a VA to source and profitable products, have them be the brains. A VA should not be the brains of your operation, Jason. If that's how you're thinking about it, then that is not how it works. You are the brains, right? You know how to source everywhere. You know the best sites to source. You know where to focus your effort. And then if you do want to hire somebody after if you're thinking about it, make sure you're already doing like 20, 30K a month at least. You don't need it at all if you're below that. If you are there though, then yeah, say, hey, these are the 3 best websites I like to source. Here's exactly what I look for. Here's how I source it. They can replicate what you're good at. But a VA should not be the one who's innovating new things in your business. They should be the one that just kind of follows procedures. And maybe they stumble into some new stuff every now and then. That's awesome. But you need to have a few kind of very solid places that you show them exactly how to source.
For sure. Esteban says, does my Amazon store name make a huge difference? For example, my store name is Esteban Express. Not sure if it plays a factor. So think about it, Esteban. You've probably bought a bunch of stuff on Amazon and you've probably never looked at the store name of the person in the buy box. So yeah, it doesn't matter at all. And it's a good practice actually for all you guys watching this to update and change your store name every now and again too. Like every 2-3 months is a decent idea just because it makes it harder for folks to storefront stock you right there. Yeah. Yeah.
Jason said you're a beginner. Yeah, that's good. That can be something to think about later down the line for sure. I just, when you're new, things like debt and hiring people and that kind of thing, it only amplifies what you're already doing. If you're a beginner, that's beginner mistakes and that kind of thing. You're just still learning the ropes, which is totally fine, but you don't want to add extra fuel to the fire and, burn extra money, kind of making those mistakes with more products basically.
Yep. So Joseph, my record in one day is like 1,200 orders or so, almost 1,300 FBMs. And what's like really tough is I think it was on like a Sunday or something. So I had to ship them out by Tuesday, but also had to ship the Monday ones out on Tuesday as well. So yeah, like, as much as you and wifey can handle, man, she tell her to get prepared too. Ooh, fire Q4 question, Clutch. When you stop sending inventory for FBA, mid to early November, in terms of if you want a formal date, kind of like the really like good answer though is whenever you stop, like whenever your items become very FBM friendly. So whenever you start seeing procs that people are cleaning up on FBM, that's when you should start FBM and heavily. Yeah,
a lot of times it'll be like right before Black Friday, like a week or two. If you want it to be like guaranteed into FBA, probably November 5th to 10th.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Spot on. Yep. Do I need to polybag smaller items? Yeah, unless it's like a box that like you can just put the barcode on that side of. Most things are polybagged for FBA, 100% PAM. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. Fresh is saying, looking to get your very first product, what should you look for? Sort of niche that won't be gated. So don't worry about gating, right? Like if gating is there, you can get it ungated. So don't see that as a roadblock. Plus, like, the fact that you're seeing that as a roadblock right now means other people are going to be scared of it. And then when you get around it, because it's easy, other people are not. So it's just like a very small moat on that kind of stuff. That said, also you don't really need to focus on any like particular niche. Maybe this time of year, if you just start looking at stuff that people give as gifts, which is obviously a very, very wide net. It's everything from toys to shoes to chocolates to all kinds of stuff, right? And just start reverse sourcing off of that. Just see what other people are having success. So you don't need to reinvent the wheel to get to 10K a month, 50K a month, even 100K a month. You can just see what's working for other people and double down from there.
Boom, boom. You guys got KPF filters, no videos, unfortunately. Yeah, that's stuff we just keep for our students. FBA money need to be shipped individually. Yeah, so FBA, you ship your products off in bulk to the FBA warehouse. And then FBM, you fulfill the items individually to each of your customers there. Yeah. So like FBA, you ship everything bulk through UPS, 99.9% of the time. FBM, if it's under 1 pound, it typically goes USPS. Above 1 pound typically goes to UPS, but you're just gonna buy whatever shows cheapest through Amazon there. Yeah.
One cool thing to think about with FBM is you make a lot more profit on items that they buy multiple units of, because the shipping per unit goes way down. So when you're sourcing, you kind of think about that. Think about like the grocery products, a lot more likely to have 2 units bought than a pair of shoes or something like that.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like big benefits to FBM that people sleep on like that. Like Werner was saying, multiple unit orders. And then even before you sell it, spreading stock out across bundle sizes and across multiple listings too is fire as well. All right. Oh, we got Galatasaray versus Liverpool now. All right. Enjoy, family. Enjoy. Q4 is not a good time to FBA items. It's actually literally the best time to FBA items all year until like mid-November.
Now is a great time to send FBA shipments. You will be very right in about 2 months, maybe 6 weeks, that kind of thing. But there's still plenty of time to get those shipments in. And the nice part about being an FBA seller during the holiday rush is you'll typically be able to get even higher price premium than normal. Lisa said you sent some items in on September 1st. They still haven't received your shipment. It's definitely slower than normal, but it's not inside of a problematic window yet. Technically, they're still allowed for it to take that long, but usually you'll see stuff start to check in like a week or two. Everything will usually take like 3 to 4. So it's definitely on the slower side, Lisa. But if it's still lost in a few weeks, you can take recourse on that.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Because the shipping cost doesn't double, but the profit does. So like if you make, say you make $4, say you make $8 profit before shipping, right? Or $10 profit before shipping, and shipping is $4. On an order of 2, shipping's only going to be like 8 or 9, but the profit's 10. Right there. So that's even like, it starts to get really cool once you start to get like 2 or 3 unit orders as well. And even like I've gotten like 8 of an item before, 6 of an item before. Right. And then when you get an order of that amount of units, it tells you what type of man you are. If you're immediately like, oh my God, this is a scammer, there's no chance this could possibly have happened to me. Believe in something. Now check the customer, look them up real quick, right? Look them up. You know what I'm saying? Oftentimes it'll be a business. Right. But you got to believe in something, family. Got to believe in something.
Yep. See, Candace said, what do you need to do to get to the free class tomorrow? Yeah. So I dropped the link in chat for you. And yeah, for all, lots of good like Q4 questions, that kind of stuff. We're going to be showing you guys like kind of the best way to source during Q4, some AI applications, all that good stuff on the free class tomorrow night. Can get invited down below. See, S20 said as a beginner, should focus on FBA first till the middle of November and then start doing FBM. I would maybe prioritize a little bit more effort towards FBA, but I still wouldn't be all FBA, just because right now, kind of starting right now is good, but you do need to learn like quickly, right? And the best way to learn quickly is FBM, so you can get that stuff listed and start making sales the day it shows up, rather than having to wait for it to check in at Amazon. So if you see those items where other FBM sellers are winning sales, you should definitely like test it out, see if you can get some data. It's like, all right, I know this sells once every other day. I know it sells once a day. When I buy 30 of it, send it to FBA, now I don't have to worry about it. I can test another product. So I wouldn't go all in on FBA, but see, it'll be a little bit easier right now.
Okay, so good question from Baruch. So Baruch says, so you get shipping individually with FBM, then the shipping per unit must cut into profit, especially over time. It's like a whole slice of profit. So not at all, actually, because you only buy items that are profitable after the shipping cost, right? So if we take a look at this listing right here, right? a lot of people think that in order to get the FBM profit, you just subtract shipping from this number. That's actually not true at all. What you do instead is you scroll down here on SellerAmp and you go to the profit calculator down here and you toggle fulfillment type from FBA to FBM and then plug in the FBM cost, right? And then we'll drop the, you guys can take a quick screenshot or just go to this website. It's howtofbm.com and you can get the estimated FBM shipping costs right there to go ahead and plug that in right there. Yep. So we can see literally this item is a little bit less profitable, but many items, especially those that are above 20 bucks, but below £1 are actually substantially more profitable FBA versus FBM. I'll show an example of that here. So this item's like 7 on the Gap website here. We can see literally, look at that, right? FBA, it's 46 cents profit, so not good. And then FBM, it is $2.44 profit and a 32% ROI, aka not bad, right? And obviously we want higher profit per unit, but you get the idea right there. So yeah, it's right there. FBM with prep center, is this even possible? If your prep center does FBM, which especially in the modern era, like many do, yeah.
Yeah, it'll usually be a little more expensive, but so get that set up ASAP, Jason, because a lot of prep centers have like only a certain amount of clients that they'll do FBM for during Q4, and a lot of those like contracts are getting kind of tied up already, basically. Just said, all right, FBM's been gold for it. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's like the best way to start testing stuff for sure. Because I mean, you could be doing some RA, you list it while you're in the store, maybe even make the sale before you're gone, go clear the rest of the shelf, that kind of thing. For sure. See, Lynn, you said, is the free class recorded? No, so it'll be live only. Just because we drop a lot of sauce, I'm gonna make sure that's exclusive for those of y'all that want to come hang out with us live. So yeah, it won't be on YouTube. We're not sending out a recording, anything like that. Got to be there live with us. What's up, Claire? Good to see you. How do you find prep centers? Just Google them more. Yeah.
Yeah. Start out on Google. Yeah.
Yeah. There are a bunch of third-party businesses that want your money, right? It's not like one of those. It's not like sourcing products where it's a little bit hidden from you, right? It's not as obvious. Just make sure you're looking at a state with no sales tax. That'll be an obvious cost saver there.
Yeah, what's up? 10 Marshall right there. Good to see you. Yeah, Jason. Yeah, good. Has Jason got a Lambo in his profile? Oh, no. It's I think a Lego Porsche, or at least looks kind of like that. Straight builders right there. Jason, do you come from the Lego world, man? How's you guys Tuesday going? Hey, Joseph, I'm still waiting for that intro video from you on Twitter, man. Right? You seem like you got the sauce, got the wiggle right. Let's get you going with the community too. As well, all jokes. But you would really benefit from finding some homies to work on the stuff with, but keep up the good work. Family too, but no complaints, man. No complaints. It's the last Tuesday before Q4. Next 90 days about to be life changing. Want to make sure all our students are getting right, whole audience getting right. Let's get to it.
Absolutely. Yeah, let us know what other questions you guys got too. Probably live for a few more minutes here.
Yeah, Lynn, register for the free class anyway though, because you'll be notified of future ones too. Plugging that in.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, and just like we've been saying, I feel like a bunch of Q4 streams have been, what products to source for Q4. I just want to reiterate that you're sourcing what you're already good at, right? Like, don't change what you're doing. Don't even if you're a beginner right now, don't think you have to relearn the ropes, that kind of thing. Still, the best way to get going is going to be sourcing what you're already good at, looking at auto and gates, reverse sourcing from there, that kind of thing. See, yeah, I don't think they're Legos there, but. Car guy Jason, sounds good.
So FBM on his needs to be more profitable than FBA. Nope, not at all, man. So with FBA, you pay FBA fees, but you don't pay individual shipping. FBA fees are based on size and weight. FBM, you don't pay FBA fees, but you do pay individual shipping, which is based on size and weight. So Barich, if you scroll down and toggle that to FBM, it takes out the FBA fees, and then you just plug in the FBM shipping costs where it says FBM costs. Right there. Yeah. Yep. 240, 350Z, I think. Interesting. Oh, the Porsches, my bad. Gotcha. Okay. Interesting. Cool. Yeah. So, hey, yeah, if you can make it for the free class tomorrow, tap in. We're going to get a lot of good stuff, you guys. And if you can't make this one, register anyway, and you get notified of future ones too. as well. We'll plug you guys in on that. But hey, we're here to lock in with you guys all Q4, get you guys right any way we can help. Y'all make sure you let us know here.
Absolutely. Let's see. Said November is when you stop sending FBA shipments, when you start back. When
your FBM dries
yeah.
up.
Yeah, when FBM starts to slow down, it's also going to depend on the types of products.
Yeah.
Like I'll still send a ton of FBA on like groceries and stuff like that during the holiday season. There's no reason to like have extra stocked up if it's not going to see much of a boost. But yeah, anything that people might even feasibly get or give as a gift, should be FBMing if you're worried about, you know, kind of max profit, that kind of thing. Which hopefully you are.
Really prioritize FBM because there's so much speed and benefit to restocking fast and everything like that. It's going to be a very, very good thing there. What's up, Adrian?
Hitting the buzzer beater.
Yeah, true. Sweet. Yeah, thanks for tuning in today, guys. So we'll be back tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern, or sorry, 7 p.m. Eastern for the free class. This content is not shared anywhere else for free. That we have going on the free class, not going to be on TikTok, not going to be on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, tap in with us there. The only way to get access is on the private Zoom call, and we'll lock in with you guys. Let's get it. See you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Sounds good. See you guys soon.
Take it easy. Y'all have a great one.